Hello, my spooky friends. Here's a project I've had in my head for ages, and I finally got around to trying it out. I love the way it turned out, and I think you'll have fun making this too. This project is part of a fun hop called It's Always Halloween, so be sure to check out the video description for links to our amazing host and all the really cool projects. I am starting out with an IKEA shadow box style frame and Apoxie Sculpt. Apoxie Sculpt is a two-part compound that comes in different colors. So what you do is you take an equal amount of part A and part B, and then you knead it all together until it's really well mixed. And then this product gives you about an hour's time to play with it and sculpt with it. So I'm using a silicone mold that I got on Amazon, and I am pressing in enough to fill up the tips of the fingertip mold. I want to press it in there really firmly so that I get all the details. And then because this product is a little bit sticky, tacky at first, I let it sit for 30 minutes so that the details will set, but that the entire thing isn't completely set yet, because I do need to be able to wrap this around the frame. So 30 minutes was just the right amount of time for the exterior to kind of set a little bit, but it's still bendy. So I'm going to take that shadow box apart and then take these fingertip pieces and very carefully bend them into place. So I want it to look like it is coming out of the glass. I'm carefully bending it so that I don't lose those details that I just got the impression from the mold. And what I eventually figured out was that it was easier to bend the fingertips while they were still inside the silicone mold. So then I would bend it and then carefully pull it out of the mold and attach it to the frame. So I want to press it down so that I'm sure that the fingertips are attaching to the wood frame. If they do come loose later, I can glue them back on, but in the end, they dried there and they stuck really nicely, so I had nothing to worry about. So once I've made the bottom 4 fingertips creeping out of that photo frame, I'm going to make 4 more so that I can put another hand coming out of the upper corner. So once I've got the first 4 fingers in place, I'm going in with a toothpick, or if you have sculpting tools, use those. I want to create the crease where the finger bends, and then also add just some more lines and details to the fingers to make them more gnarly looking. You can always just bend your own fingers and look at your hand so that you see where the creases occur when fingertips are bent, and just have fun adding some texture to it. So this is after I let it dry. I ended up waiting overnight, but you really only need about an hour for it to set completely. Then I have watered down some matte black paint. I don't want this to be glossy, so I'm using a matte color. And then by watering it down, I can help work the paint into the creases without making the whole finger completely black. So I did 1 color wash, wiped it back a little, and then I did that 2 more times. I did 3 color washes to just kind of deepen the color each time. And this way I was slowly adding color to the creases, and I could control not making it, too dark. Then, kind of like painting fingernails here, I'm taking the straight black color right out of the bottle and painting the fingertips, and then I'm going to darken the area that's coming out of the glass, as well as add some black paint between the fingertips just to help give it that, depth and dimension and make it look spookier. Then I'm going to repeat that with the other side, again painting the fingernails, adding the darkness and dimension for my creepy creature that's crawling out of the frame. You could do this in lots of different colors if you want to make it kind of glam, paint the fingernails, have like a, zombie cheerleader coming out at you. I thought about doing green and making it like a witch, swamp thing. There's so many possibilities with this. Just change the color and you can create a completely different variation of this project idea. So to up the creepiness factor, I wanted to darken the glass so that you're not just looking at like a photo of a horror creature. So I've taken the glass front and I traced it on some transparent gray vinyl. So this will be like a film that goes on top of the glass, and it will help kind of darken things and make it more murky looking. It also gives me a chance to use my brand new scissors. How fun are these? So then I'm just going to carefully peel back part of that vinyl, start with the top, and then carefully apply it to the glass and try not to get too many air bubbles in there. I found this a super creepy looking photo of Pennywise looking up, so I printed that out on a piece of 5x7 photo paper because that was the size that I needed for this frame. So I have printed that, and see, once I put that darkened glass on top, it's a little bit harder to see the face, and that's exactly what I want. It makes it creepier. And when it's all assembled, here's how it looks. My idea was that this is Pennywise, peeking out from the gutter, so you can't see him too clearly, and then you get closer and oh my gosh, what are those scary eyes looking back at me? I hope you enjoyed this project. Be sure to check out my other Halloween videos for more spooky, creepy DIYs.